Hey y'all. So I just felt like going live real quick because something kind of crossed my mind that I just kind of felt like getting off my chest and talking about real quick. And it's consistency over talent. Growing up, I had a natural liking and talent for doing hair. And I had a Bratz doll head that I literally took a whole entire week to put micro braids in. And then I took all those little braids down, and it took me another week to put micro twists in. And even though as a child it took me days to do something that adults and professional hair braiders could do in mere hours, and if not a day, maybe with some help, what I learned from that experience was, while I had a natural knack to lean into doing hair and exploring, hey Denise, and exploring what that natural proclivity, let me not go using big words if I ain't sure about it. You got to see it through with them big words. The thing that I had a natural desire to do, it still required me to consistently practice to try to do it. I was 9 years, I might have been 8 years old. I never did micro nothing before, but I saw it in my mind. I probably saw it on some adults, and I tried it, and I struggled. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of work, but when I finally completed that Brat doll head, I was proud. And I think back to that story because as I got older, people saw that I took this liking to hair. Doing hair kind of ran in my family, and in a way I was self-taught. Nobody ever sat me down and taught me how to braid and how to twist and how to, the whole nine. And people would put on me, oh, you should do hair. That's your calling. That's your gift. Da 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 da. And it got to a point where, I would hear that, and I didn't practice my craft really. I found myself winging hairstyles, trying it, attempting it once, and maybe going back to doing it again. And over the years, even at a point where I found myself, unfortunately was playing in people's heads sometime. And there were some hard lessons that I had to learn from that, where I said, you know what, I may be naturally good at doing hair, but the person that never knew how to do hair and actually went to cosmetology school or took a course or watches YouTube videos and tutorials and is honing their skill will always beat me. They will reach heights I will not reach just waking up and relying on my natural talent and the thing that I just feel like I can naturally wake up and do. Oh yes, I remember your twists too. They were fire, girl. Them Senegalese twists I did on you, Denise, was fire. I swear. I've been kind of tempted to do them again, but girl, I don't know. But looking back at that story, it humbled me, and it helped me to see that some of the people, maybe influencers, business owners, people that we aspire to be like and live the lives that we aspire to live. The difference between us and them sometimes is not that they just had clout and they just had a handout and things may have come easier to them. And those things can be true. But sometimes the only thing that's stopping you from getting at least an inkling of that kind of lifestyle or those kind of results is you're not putting in the work. You're not trying. You're waking up. You're looking at maybe 1 or 2 videos, and you're, practicing on 1 or 2 people, making 1 or 2 Instagram posts, making 1 or 2 projects, and then you're disappearing for 2 and 3 months. And then you wake up and you say, why isn't that me? Why aren't I successful? Why aren't I thriving? You're not consistent. And even if you can wake up and just pull some content out your butt, pull a product out of your butt, or just wake up and things come naturally to you, you will never be in rooms that people that actually worked and learned and invested in themselves are in. You won't get there. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow at some point, because I realized, you know what? It got to a point where I plateaued. It got to a point where I peaked. It got to a point where I realized, all right, I'm kind of mediocre now because I stopped learning. I'm kind of mediocre now because I've been resting on my talent and the fact that I took pride in, oh, I could watch a video one time and replicate the hairstyle. Sure, I could replicate the hairstyle, but it might not be really clean. It might not be really neat. Or it wasn't until I did certain hairstyles over and over again that I found better ways to improve them, better ways to just optimize my time, my speed, my overall presentation and cleanliness. And looking at that, I realized I can apply that to so many other areas. I can apply that to so many other areas. You can apply that to so many other areas. Whether it's hair that you do, whether it's a business that you have, crafts that you make, food that you cook, whatever it is. It does not matter if it comes to you easily or naturally. If that's your situation, thank God you got a little head start, all right? Thank God that you got somewhere to go, or actually start and begin, and a trajectory to go on. But don't think just because you have that in your arsenal that you're good to go. Just like the story of the tortoise and the hare. Just like the rabbit thinking that, oh, you know, I'm so fast, I can take my time. I don't have to rush to the finish line because I'm going to win regardless. But the turtle never stopped. The turtle never stopped. And I'm not trying to tie this into hustle culture. Please take breaks, take rests, take naps, all of that. But what I'm saying is be consistent, even if it's just a little bit a day. Even if you shoot 2 minutes of content each day, make one post, work on one project. You don't have to work yourself to the bone, but you should be doing something to improve your craft. And I know that can be easier said than done, especially if you struggle with complacency and comfort. And if that's the case for you, it may be time to take a deeper dive, do some inner work, do some reflections, and ask yourself, why do I not take myself as seriously as I claim that I do? Or as I say I would like to be taken? Look into it. Consistency will beat talent in so many ways. And again, I don't deny when people are talented. I don't deny that some things come to us easy. But it really won't matter up against somebody that's put in their 10,000 hours, they've done their research, and they're constantly honing their craft and are open to ways of being better and being the best, honestly. And whatever the best looks like for them. So yeah, I just wanted to leave you with that. And I wish you the best. I hope you get something from this message, because I'm definitely getting something just saying it. I know it's something I need to hear too. So yeah, take care.